Hey you! Yeah you! Remember Amitois? You know, those little plushy things that you send away to bring you back rocks, leaves, and occasionally the coveted pouch? After spending a little too much time on the expedition screen, I documented every possible reward and I found the best ones. I'm going to break this video into 3 parts. Firstly, how to unlock Amitoi expeditions and the best way to level them so you can unlock more. Secondly, the best expeditions for normal resources like gold, string, and herbs. And lastly, I'm going to cover all these special pouch drops like Morphs, Amitois, and best of all, the Kraken fishing rod. To unlock expeditions, you have to get to chapter 3 and complete the mission A Small But Mighty Companion by talking to Adventurer Pro Percy in Castleton. He'll tell you all about Amitois and how to send them on expeditions. Go ahead and complete the mission Adventurers of the Expedition by sending an expedition to the Goldenrye Pastures, and then talking to Percy again to finish the quest. To get to your Amitoi house, you can click here, or after you've started an expedition, a box will show up here. When leveling up, you just want to do the highest level expedition possible, refreshing it every hour, and run the longest one you can when getting off for the day. XP doesn't scale with the number of Amitois you have, or if they're boosted, so just go ahead and keep doing this until you're level 19. Once you've gotten to level 19, you can focus on item drops and pouches. The longer the expedition, the higher chance of getting a pouch, so it's always best to run 1 hour expeditions while playing for drops and more chances at a pouch. Then run longer ones when you get off for the highest chance at getting a pouch. Getting into the best spots for Mistwood, Rune Leather, and Herba is going to be Pure Light Hill and Greyclaw Forest. For Mana Steel, Pure Gold, and Mana Blood, you're going to want to run the Ruins and the Shattered Temple. If aiming for Magic Thread and Rotine, Akitu Valley is the best place to go. Fermented Rotine is at Daybreak Shore, Tran Apples are at the Raging Wilds, and Fruce is at the Phonos Basin. Last but not least is Salt. If you're farming salt while online, go for the Sandworm Lair, but if getting off for the night or setting the expedition 8 hours, then send them to the Moonlight Desert. The Moonlight Desert has a higher cap for resources, but only on an 8-hour expedition with 5 Amitois. Finally, the part you've been waiting for, the elusive pouch loot. When opening a pouch, there are 3 pools of loot that you can get called Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. The chance to get something from these groups is listed over here on the left, and by clicking on the group, it'll show you the individual drop rates per item. You're guaranteed to get something from Group 1, which can let you get a few decent things like upgrade materials and trait Unlockstones, but the real juicy loot is here in Group 2 and Group 3. Group 2 is going to have your mounts, Amitois, fishing rods, all that have different chances of dropping, with Morphs at 3.33% and the Kraken fishing rod at 4.28%. The Amitois are at 6.67%. Said Amitoi is the cutie thwomp found in the Phonos Basin in the Ruins. The Kraken fishing rod is found in the Daybreak Shore. The rest are Morphs, and there are quite a few, so I'm going to split them into categories of Dash, Glide, and Swim. For the Dash Morphs, the Iron Scroll can be found in the Black Howell Plains. The Gross Scroll can be dropped from the abandoned Stonemason Town, and the Fenrian Scroll can be earned from Greyclaw Forest. The Mystic Pur Puma is from the Raging Wilds. The Ancient Tyon can be found in the Pure Light Hill pouch, and the Beak Diatrema is in the Mana Wastes. For the Glide Morphs, Uristella Fields, the Nesting Grounds, both give the Snow Cygnus. Moonlight Desert and Sandworm Lair can both drop the Morrigan Raven. Shattered Temple has the Monarch Raven. And lastly, the Monolith Wastelands and Akitu Valley have the Raging Eagle and Emperor Eagle, respectively. There aren't many, but for the Swim Morphs, the Goldenrye Pastures and Runhill Shores both have the Frost Lutrang, and Carmen Forest can drop the Geodracoria Turtle. I've left a link to my spreadsheet in the description, but I wanted to do a quick walkthrough to hopefully answer any questions. The best Expo tabs has a graph with the best place to farm offline or online. Drops just shows all the drops and the chances to drop shards and the special drops. Data shows each of the Expo drops for 1 to 5 Amitois, boosted or unboosted. Green is unboosted and yellow is boosted. I left a key here in the middle to make it a little easier to read. Pink means it's not any better than the previous one, and red actually means it's worse than the previous one. Notes has links to my sources for the bag drop rates and links to my post. I set the sheet to public so anybody should be able to see it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions or have anything you want me to cover, please feel free to leave a comment, and have a wonderful rest of your day.